It's week 3 of the National Football League. And here comes Kenneth Murray. He'll get after you every chance he can get on defense. It's the Cowboys and the Bears coming up next.
So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage.
We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. Return coming from the 6. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
Their loss last week, it really isn't on him. He had a great game. He checked off a lot of the boxes they had for him in the game plan going in, especially the one at the top, Kate, getting him to the end zone. 3 touchdowns, just 1 interception. If he does that again here, they should be winners.
And he's brought down for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's second down. On the ground again with Johnson. And another stop along the line. Defense with a great couple of back-to-back reps.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Third down, here's Williams. Completed here to Komet. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this punt works out. It's going to cross the 20, be touchdown at the 16-yard line. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still first down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. Now Prescott. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. From the 47. He completes it in traffic. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still first down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
1st and 10, Prescott escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. 2nd and 3 now. From the gun is Prescott. This is complete, Jalen Tolbert. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Completed to his running back. And this one does not go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Gay's kick is good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Motioning the tight end now. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second and 3 now. Here's Johnson again. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Play stopped by Damone Clark. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Torrey Taylor on to punt. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. Starts his return from the 23. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again is Dak. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Man in motion here. Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. It's taken in by Williams. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Another throw for Prescott. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Give to Williams from the gun. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. This has been a good drive, but it's at risk here on 3rd down. Dak now from the gun. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 9-point advantage. George Pickens the touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone, and call me a little biased. Go ahead, I don't care.
You're biased. Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, no, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Well,
that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on third down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Torrey Taylor getting set to punt in once again. Kavontae Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. His work begins at the 31. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Cowboys and George Pickens set for this next possession. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. Throwing on first is Prescott. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. That was Montez Sweat who took him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Here's Dak. Completed here to Pickens. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Throw complete to Lamb. This is ahead for about 5. Jalen Johnson with the stop. Offense to the line for 2nd down. The Bears decide to call their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down from the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Straight ahead with Williams. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. It's 4 yards on 2nd and goal. Now they'll only need 3 on 3rd down. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 3rd down.
From a bit closer now, another look at 3rd and goal. Running it after the penalty. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
So fourth down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Gay's kick is good. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's Duvernay on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score. Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Breaks the tackle, still going. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A pickup of 7, so they're looking at 9 yards to go now on third down. Williams from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at fourth down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3-and-out.
And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. This ball's caught by Pickens. And that will not be enough for a first down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Dak to the air here. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Dak throwing again. It's taken in by Lamb. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Cowboys driving. First down, ball at the 36. From the gun is Prescott. That throw finds Pickens. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. They'll throw it again. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on 3rd down, but instead it's incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later. Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st down, Williams. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Looking to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Back to throw it. He's loaded another one up. Brought in inside the 20. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right? They rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
And the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. So we've arrived at halftime with the Cowboys enjoying a lead on the road. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jalen Hurts, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. From Philly, we head up to check on the other team in Super Bowl 52, the Patriots in Foxborough. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron Rodgers, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Marcus Mariota, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. With that, the 2 squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Ewer.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. This return starts at the 5. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Off the play fake, it's Prescott. Ferguson there to bring it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Dak now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he gets this forward to the 19. 2nd and 6 coming up here. A handoff to Williams. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Prescott will look to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And 4th and 4 coming up. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. Gay's kick is good. And that grows their lead to 12.
Well, when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
Here's Duvernay on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Malik Hooker with the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard
A tight end in motion now. Williams on the play action. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Clean breakup on that throw. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. It's Pickens on the slant. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Prescott here from the gun. Completed here to Pickens. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. George Pickens the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Williams to throw on first. Komet brings it in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
At the 36-yard line.
Looking right, and he finds him. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. He breaks a tackle, and he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. It's Johnson on 2nd down. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for a Bears first down.
And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard
To throw is Williams. Completed over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Off the play fake, Williams. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Williams to throw on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. From the gun is Prescott. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 32 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, got to calm yourself, and you got to know.
And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down. Here's Prescott. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. The Cowboys sending out their punting unit. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. The Bears about set for their next possession. And after they were stopped on fourth down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Now an inside give to Johnson. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Chicago first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. Trying the left side with Johnson. And he's brought down for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
That throw finds Komet. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll come up first and 10. Motion man sent left. First down throw by Williams. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Williams from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. He has it at the 33. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
On second down, it's Williams again. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on third down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And this will be his second effort of the contest. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. Another drive coming up for this offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. One of the tight ends motioning left. First down, Williams. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Working from the gun, Williams. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down.
Put the body on the line for his team.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
That's incomplete on fourth down, and they'll turn over possession.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
First down, ball at the 36. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Up the gut they go with Will. It's on the turf, ball's out, he lost it. And they scoop it up, they can still run with it. They'll take 6 on the play. Now they'll face 2nd and 14. Dak to the air here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, that's exactly how you get it done.
And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. A pickup of only 2, and now it's 4th down.
Defenses at this level, really any level, will let you run it there all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. You can give up yards, even a healthy chunk of them. But just flow to the ball and make sure he's brought to a halt well shy of that first down marker.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And great special teams execution on that punt. It's inside the 10, reaches the 8. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And they're very fortunate the turnover on downs and short field did not lead to points. They can thank their defense by putting a scoring drive together right now. Williams set to pass. That's into the hands of Moore. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Called in left side. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 1. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A pickup there of 33 yards. And that's a Chicago first down.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Now here's Williams. He finds Johnson. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, 2nd down coming up.
Connects with Johnson. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Brought in right side by Moore. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Tossing right to the short side. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. They'll run here following the penalty. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Working inside the red zone. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 10-yard loss. It's 2nd and goal.
They kick the running back in motion. Trying again following the sack. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get it back to within 2 possessions. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play Yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw. He gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. And the Cowboys manage to recover the football. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. A handoff for Williams, running left. And this one doesn't go far. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They stay on the ground with Williams. Broke through the tackle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. They go with Williams on the counter. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just one. The Bears going to use their third and final timeout. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another run for Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Cowboys nearing their second win of the campaign. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Here's Dak. It's taken in by Williams. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And in for the Dallas touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Mm-hmm. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys go up by 19. Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. Their offense ready to take the field now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Blitz coming for Williams. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete. Roma Dunze, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
And 10 yards to go.
Williams to throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Intended for
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He has it at the 22. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The visitors returning their offense, and this running back to the field. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row as they get out of here with a victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Chicago.